Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sinister here, bringing you a Gamerversary video. Y'all know the business. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about this video here. And this is the next anniversary of Gears of War 4. Yes, I did the other two, did Gears 1 and Gears 3. So now it's Gears 4. Yeah, it's been, 5 years already. Yeah. Whoever thought, 5 years ago, Gears of War 4 dropped, and I remember picking this bad boy up at GameStop and able to, play it early because I had the Ultimate Edition and things like that. Because I like the collector's edition of this game, so that way I can try it out and then plus get a collectible at the same time. So, anywho, story-wise, Marcus Phoenix, he was like the main guy in the first 3 games, so now his son takes over. You can say this is like the passing of the torch, next generation, and things like that. So, JD's joined by Kate and Dell. So, basically, they got to have their crew along. So, you figure to use that same formula, but, with different characters in a different setting, blah, say, blah. Because, like I mentioned in the Gears 3 video, like how Marcus and Anya finally got together and things like that. So, basically, time passed. They got married, had a baby together, a la JD. Now JD's a grown-ass man. He thought he'd follow his dad's footsteps in the COG army and things like that. But that didn't turn out so well. So now Marcus is long retired, living on a farm, just, getting away from all the war and everything. But of course, sadly, Anya passed away. So lucky she didn't have to live to see the chaos that's still going on in the world and things like that. But anywho, you got a new threat out there. You got all these new monsters. And of course, like Kate, like her mama gets kidnapped, so you gotta think, hey, you gotta go rescue her, and got these new enemies and things like that. You got these pouncers. You find these robots like from the COG government, things like that. It's like, man, it's like everything's hitting you all at once like a ton of bricks. But hey, that's the reason I like this game, is like to continue the story on and things like that. Gameplay wise, like, the mechanics, like this Iron Man thing, like you got to play this game throughout one sitting. And trust me, it's tough, especially if you don't have that kind of time on your hands, things like that. But if you go through it with a buddy, it'd be a little easier, like plus quicker to go at it along the way. Yeah, definitely pick up any collectibles along the way, or if you want to go through a speed run, just go through the whole thing. Go back through it again on your own time. Just pick up the collectibles and everything that you miss, things like that. But as far as like the new mechanics, I like the way like you can hide behind cover and reach over cover just to grab the enemy, just grab him towards you and just take him out. But you gotta be careful because your enemies can do the same thing to you. So yeah, you gotta tread carefully, things like that. But and you got these enemies called the juvies. You thought the wretches were annoying. These things just up the level of annoyance. These little bastards, they will swarm me in seconds and things like that. So lucky you can melee them and stuff like that. Just smack it with your shotgun or just take them out with your lancer, chainsaw them at half, take them out any way you see fit, just decimate them, things like that. So, multiplayer wise, you got your same modes on there. The King of the Hill, your versus. Of course, my favorite, Horde mode, and things like that. But something that they added on the Horde mode was like this thing called Juvie Madness. Basically, majority of your enemies are Juvies, but however, these things are stronger, because they're strong enough to take out your fortifications, your turrets, anything you put up, they will destroy. So, mind you, and then they will decimate you in seconds if you get surrounded, unless you got a buddy to back you up just to take them out, because it is tough. Things like that. But lucky, you take grenades, just tag the walls. If they go through there, go boom, 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 boom. Take them all at once. Get all them powers, just reinforce your fortifications, things like that. So, story-wise, back to the story. Towards the end of the game, you figure, hey, like, Kate's mother, something happened to her. But now you figure out, hey, look, there's little family ties in this game because you found out Kate is the granddaughter of, you guessed it, Queen Mara. Yeah, like the same queen that Marcus stabbed to death in, in the last game. Just watch her just stabbed her to death, like gutters, like, just the ultimate F you to her, things like that. But it's a cool game and all. It's still staying the same old game. I mean, of course, like seeing Barrett and Cole older now, but I mean, like I said, Barrett looks like freaking Scott Steiner, man. I kid you not. It's like, you see what I mean? Play the game yourself. Hey, go on YouTube, look up. It's like, look how what Barrett is today. He looks like freaking Scott Steiner. I mean, he's still a wise ass as ever, but I mean, like I said, like Marcus, he plays more of a supporting role, things like that. But I'm sure you can use him in multiplayer, things like that, especially in Gears 5 and things like that. But anyway, like that concludes like all three of the Gears game, anniversary wise of this year. I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this game. You know the business. Drop a comments down below. This is Sinister. Be easy.